We're going to start with the first chapter on success in career and business. Like I said, there are 3 chapters. I'm going to tell you a story. I have a friend who's worth $100 million. A lot of money. He's super rich. And he's 48 years old. He aspires, his ambition is to make that into $500 million in the next 10 years. Because, according to him, he's got 1 son, 1 daughter, and he needs to give them enough money. I just $100 million not enough. He wants to make it into $500 million. Now, this guy is fat. I'm not body shaming, I'm just putting it in perspective for him. He's overweight. His goal to lose weight is 4 kilos. He deserves to lose 20. So you see, as far as money is concerned, is this much, and to lose weight is this much. When you have set these kind of stupid limits on your head for something so important, it defines your life. It's the structure of your life, of what limitations you kept upon yourself. I was born so poor that we did not have money to buy a loaf of bread in my house, and which used to cost, if you understand what it means, 1 rupee and 25 paisa at that time. So many a times, me and my sisters, 2 younger sisters, we used to go hungry. We didn't have food. But at that time, when I thought of making money, when I thought how much money would I make, I had no doubt in my head that I would be a billionaire. It was not even like a question. It was not, I could afford, when I started working at the age of 14. I used to go inside these local trains and sell soap for 1 rupee. And that was the beginning of my career at the age of 14. But I had no doubt that I was going to be so rich. That is the lack of limitations, and that is what brought me to here today where I am. At that time, the way I structured my life, the way I conducted my life, the way I conducted myself, I would earn for a whole week 24 rupees, and I would go to the Taj Mahal Hotel, which is the best hotel in Mumbai, and I would sit there, order a cup of tea for 24 rupees. You know what? I would sit there for 2 hours and see how rich people came and how they spoke, how they dressed up, how they ate with a fork and knife. I had no one to educate. How they use a fork and knife. I would watch closely how people did that. When you manifest something and you believe it to be a reality, the universe conspires to help. Manifestation is so powerful. It's not hoping that I will be the boss in my company, or hoping that I will make a success out of my business, or hoping that my shop will do well, or my industry will do well. You don't hope. You know it. When someone asked me 12 years ago, when I started teaching, they says, you are such a successful actor. You are such a successful art. You have such a big art business. Why are you teaching yoga? So because I want to help 1 billion people before I die. You know what? I said, yeah, I want to help 1 billion people before I die. And then there was one yogi who came to my house, this, very good yogi, and, like a Swami, and, I touched his feet and all. And when he asked me the same question, and I have the same answer, it's not going to change. He started laughing. He said, no, it's not possible. I said, why? He said, because people who are unhealthy have chosen to be unhealthy. People who are unhappy have chosen to be unhappy. That's why even when Buddha came to the planet Earth, he couldn't save everyone. When Jesus Christ came, he couldn't save anyone. When Krishna came, what are you going to do? I said, I will do it in shit. I said, I will do it in shit. I don't hope I will help 1 billion people before I die. I know it. That's my reality. And that's what I'm telling you. That's what I want to share with you. That's the reason why we're having this workshop. When you believe a reality to happen, it happens. Maybe Buddha didn't believe he could help 1 billion people. I'm saying that if you believe something to be true, when you know it, when you can taste it, when you can feel it, in every which way possible, it becomes the truth, it becomes the reality. Which is why we started with Aham Brahmasmi. You are the Brahma. You create your own universe around you. You create your reality around you. So despite being as poor as I was at that time, when I created that reality for myself of success, I started learning French. At the age of 16, my friend said, what is wrong with you? You can't even speak proper English. learn English properly. I said, no, I'm going to be an international businessman. I've been to Paris 15 times. When I go there, I only speak in French. I deal with the art dealers of the art gallery of France. And I speak to them in French. I knew it at that time. I studied French. There's no doubt in my mind. That is the structure of success as far as your money is concerned, as far as your career is concerned. If you hope to do well, trust me, it's not going to happen. It may happen, but it most likely not. When you believe something to be true, as an art dealer, we have a very famous art collector with us. As an art dealer, when I started dealing in art, I would buy art on the roadside and put it up in a restaurant for 3,000 rupees. That was the beginning of my art career. Buy it for 500 or 1,000 rupees and put it in a restaurant, and it used to be on the wall, and it was on the table, it was written, if you want to buy the art, you can buy this art. And that's where I started from. At that time, another art dealer who was young like me, she said, what are you hoping for? You're an actor. Why are you doing this? I said, because within a year, I'm going to do $1 million a month. She was eating something, she choked. She started coughing, we had to give her water and all. Her name was Namrata. I'll never forget that scene because it was quite comic actually, like how it happened in the movie. She, from this 200 rupees, you're saying you're going to do $1 million a month, and you know what? In exactly a year from then, I was doing $1 million a month. From nothing to me, I knew that reality. I knew it was going to happen. I created it, honestly, without cheating anyone, without lying, without hurting anyone, without selling fake painting. I did it. Grace. I'm blessed. But I'm saying you can make that your reality as far as the structure of your life is concerned, as far as your career is concerned, as far as your business is concerned.